Hi there. Today we are going to the Upper Hudson Valley. For those of you who are not familiar, the Hudson Valley has about 5 different wine trails. The Upper Hudson Valley is actually from Albany and above. So you're talking the Saratoga region, etc. These folks, Victory View Vineyards, are owned by Gerry and Mary Barnhart. You're going to have a great time. They grow cold climate grapes. And they do a spectacular job of it. And they've been called out in a number of publications, not the least of which is a big article in the New York Times. They make super stuff. You're going to really love this husband and wife team. Great winery, making amazing wines way up in the cold climates of upstate New York. So sit back, enjoy. You're going to have a lot of fun with this one.
Victory View Vineyard is a small farm in rural Washington County in upstate New York. It is owned by Mary and Gerry Barnhart. They both grew up in the rural Catskill Mountains. Gerry was the director of New York State's Department of Fish, Wildlife, and Marine Resources. Mary was a public school elementary teacher. Their kids, now in their 30s, come home to help with the planting, building trellis, pruning, bottling, and harvesting. Gerry's brother and Mary's sister and more family members, neighbors, friends come to help at harvest. They use sustainable methods in their farming to grow their cool and cold climate grapes, such as Marquette, Maréchal Foch, Frontenac, Melody, La Crescent, La Crosse, and Petite Pearl. All their wines are estate wines. Victory View makes some of the best wines using these grapes in the country. Their wines have received national attention. Charlotte is a light, dry, Germanic-styled wine made from La Crescent. This stainless steel white begins with vibrant, fresh fruit aromas of grapefruit and melon and apricot. It's well balanced with minerals and really lovely acidity that lingers a really long time, and that makes the fruit just last and last. Refreshing, crisp, fabulous. Abigail is a semi-sweet stainless steel white wine also made from La Crescent. Abigail begins with delicate citrus aromas, big floral nose with lovely light peach, melon, and citrus flavors, and balanced minerals and acidity. The sweetness is matched by the acidity, which provides a tremendous balance. It's a really nicely balanced wine, really refreshing, lots of lovely fruit. I love the reds at Victory View. They truly are impressive. The first one we'll talk about is Lafayette. Lafayette is an intense, deep red wine made from estate Maréchal Foch grapes. Their Foch is never foxy, nothing but great, deep flavor. The wine's aged in American oak for at least 6 months before bottling. Big raspberries, dark raspberries, stewed strawberries, ripe cherry, all come through. Hints of spice and leather and tobacco come through, and a nice dry finish. Some really lovely spice. Luxurious red wine. You can have this with steak or chocolate. It's your choice. It's fantastic wine. I'll let Gerry introduce Turning Point.
Hi, welcome to Victory View Vineyard. My wife Mary, who is behind the camera, and I started this operation back in 2008, planting 180 Marquette grapevines. We've been growing ever since, and I'm standing in our largest producing Marquette block right now. It's about an acre, and we just love these Marquette grapes. They make fabulous wine, and they do really well in our vineyards. Our philosophy to winemaking is that you grow good wine. So we spend a lot of effort in the vineyard, especially this time of year, shoot combing, lateral pulling, making sure we get lots of sun on these beautiful grapes and develop those rich flavors that Marquette is so well known for. Our flagship Marquette wine is one we call Turning Point. We picked that name because our vineyard site is right across the Hudson River from where the Saratoga battles took place during the Revolutionary War. Widely considered to be the turning point of the Revolution. And we think Marquette provided a turning point for growing cold climate grapes and making good wine from it. This full-bodied wine pairs really well with just about any kind of red meat. We really love it with steak, and also any rich red sauce Italian dish. It's got some really nice plummy berry flavors. It's fairly high alcohol, usually comes out at around 14.5. And it definitely is a food wine. we enjoy it, as I said, with red meat and with Italian dishes. But it's not going to stick up its nose at burgers or pizza either. It's a wine you can enjoy year in and year out.
Independence. This Marquette is easily one of my favorite Marquettes made in the country. This Marquette Reserve is the best of their best Marquette, hand harvested and pressed, and then aged in French oak. This deep garnet purple wine has aromas of plum and earthiness that fill the glass. There's pepper and spice. You've got fig and vanilla, blackberry, blueberry, cherry. I mean, this thing is immense, and it's a great, great wine.
Just want to say thank you very much to Gerry, who was nice enough to entertain me for this last visit. And I hope you really get a chance to try their wines. They're just doing some spectacular stuff. That Marquette Reserve is one of my instant favorites, and everybody I've introduced it to loves it. You're going to love Victory View. Make sure you make the effort to get on over there or try some of their wines, whether you get them online or at one of the stores in the Hudson Valley. Enjoy, and I'll see you next time.
Well, that's it for this edition of the Great American Winery Stroopwaffle. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you'll come back soon. And in the meantime, drink local.